Second of action now, Lejay. Your thoughts on what we've seen and what we can expect to see?
I think for Mona, it's, as always, it's going to be more of the same. They're going to try and attack. They're going to try and have a lot of intent going forward. But I think it's going to be very important for Excelsior, because after they scored, I realized they started sitting back much more than they would have needed to against this Mona team. And I think it's allowed Mona to grow into the game. And I think Excelsior need to try and have a little bit more attacking thrust and try and sustain pressure a bit more, because they do have the quality to do so. But even without that pressure that they haven't sustained, they have still created a whole host of chances.
Yeah.
So if they are still able to get those chances on the transition, they need to convert. That's what was holding them back in that first half. Scott missed a couple. Wizard would have missed one as well. As we see Peralta attempting the switch and unsuccessful. But yeah, Excelsior need to take their chances. They need to create more. And Mona, just more of the same. They have the quality in the final third. They just need to find that right passage of play or that right moment of individual brilliance. Excelsior, of course, looking for their 8th hold on the Walker Cup title. They've lost 3 finals since their last win in 2008. Those, of course, coming in 2013, where they lost against Wolmer's on penalties, Wolmer's boys. They lost in 2018 against Heidel by 2-0. And they also lost against St. Catherine in 2019 in a great game, a 3-2 game here at the National Stadium. Since then, they've been to 2 semi-finals as well, so they've been right there and thereabouts in terms of winning another schoolboy football title. They just need to put it all together to get back there.
Can they do so today? They have, well, under 45 minutes now to do that. Terrence Williams. Here's Mona in possession. Ball forward. Goalkeeper Gordon coming. Nugent. He gave that one almost away. It's out for a throw. Savike Morton was right there. He actually touched it. Carlton Brown can't poke it forward. Here's Wizard. Ball in the area, can't find Scott. Comes away from Manro. Gets it to Terrence Williams. He goes for an ambitious strike over the top. Rubino Gordon on the ball for Mona. Whittle. Carlton Brown advancing to Gordon. Possession lost. Wizard can't keep it. Whittle can't keep it in. Throw in for Excelsior. 50th minute of play. Savike Morton trying to turn on the thrills there.
did mention in the first half that conditions are much hotter than we have seen lately. Of course, there's been a lot of rain on the island of Jamaica over the past couple of weeks, so much hotter conditions than both of these teams would have seen over the past couple of weeks. So it's going to be interesting to see as time ticks on if the energy levels will be sustained. But free kick coming up for Excelsior around 30 yards from goal. I'd be surprised if it's a direct strike, but we have seen Excelsior score from range already in this game. And Damarley Williams does have a look of intent on his face.
Williams took a deflection straight to Raquel Edwards.
Fortunate deflection as well, took a lot of the pace and sting off that shot. Damarley Williams, of course, opened the scoring in this contest.
Swazo falls nicely for Kishane Gordon. Glorious opportunities in. Kishane Gordon firing home from point blank range, and Mona having a sight and lifting another trophy in the year 2024 following the Manning Cup triumph of 2023.
It was Antoine Thomas failed the clearance, and Kishane Gordon had all the time in the world to pick his spot, and boy did he pick his spot. Right-footed effort into that far corner, tore the net a bit as well, and Mona coming from behind to lead 2-1 in this game. And Dean, you would have seen in the 18th minute of play they made a change. They brought on Savvy K. Morton, but that's not the important part. They took Kishane Gordon off the left, brought him to the right, and he has had a hand directly in both of Mona's goals and assist, and now he has given them the lead. You saw Walter Blacker Pearl Boyd shaking his head there. He's disappointed, Excelsior are disappointed, and certainly a lot of bad memories are probably now flowing for this Excelsior team and their fan base, because in their fourth Walker Cup final since last lifting it in 2008, they're yet again behind, and they have a mountain to climb if they're going to win their 8th title.
Slick attempt there, but Mona again doing just enough to get the ball. Didn't fall nicely for Kishane Gordon as it did earlier when he converted that goal. Jamari Gordon now playing it out. Keon Broderick calm his players. Raquel Edwards takes that one easily. Of course, Excelsior, they were in a humdinger at the Stadium Eastfield in the quarter-final round against St. Catherine High. That game ended 3-3. Lots of goals. In a few instances, Excelsior came from behind. They do have that in their heart. Can they find an equalizer in this game, or can Mona pull ahead? It's a corner kick for Mona. Denzel McKenzie straight on the legs of Damarley Williams.
Yeah, he'll get a do-over. Not the best of deliveries from Denzel McKenzie. He'll go again. Takes it short, and he'll have to retake it again.
Jamari Gordon giving some words of encouragement to Antoine Thomas. Can he lift his game? Denzel McKenzie for the third time. Header on, it's in! Oh my! In a moment, in the twinkling of an eye, it's all turned for Mona in the Walker Cup final. Excelsior, crestfallen. Joy for Marlon Cunningham. He's already gone to the corner flag. That's not what he wants to lift.
But that goal has given him a chance, a really good chance to lift what he wants to lift, the Walker Cup trophy. And he rose highest. He was the most determined to get on the end of this Denzel McKenzie delivery. It was a peach, and so too was the header. Only 4 Mona players in the box. They didn't need any more than that. They're 3-1 up now, and certainly cruising, moving to their very first Walker Cup crown.
Lots of action left in this one. Mona in control. Can Excelsior make it even more interesting? Ball forward. Jaheim Jones giving chase. Can't keep it in. Damari Williams, rather, it was giving chase on that far side. Marlon Cunningham getting the yellow card for youthful exuberance. Ball over the top. Denzel McKenzie on it. Can he get around? Gets by one. Whips it across. Kishane Gordon. Plays it in the path of Robina Gordon. Denzel McKenzie fired wide, but he was offside.
And the tails are up now for Mona. They sense blood and they're playing exactly like it. Denzel McKenzie more involved. And as you can see here, he was quite offside by quite a distance. But they're sensing goals.
Cunningham
does well.
Yeah.
They've started this second half, as I said, much like how they finished the first. It was always going to be more of the same. It's just whether or not Excelsior could cope. And they've proven so far that they haven't been able to. Damari Williams crowded out, but still plays the pass inaccurate. But Whittle booting it clear.
Throwing for Excelsior. Just over half an hour left in this encounter. Ball goes away of Terrence Williams. Alex Swazo with that foul. Here's Chambers.
Excelsior need a goal and they need it promptly. They won't get it like that. Clearance from Cunningham.
Shamari Chambers plays it to Antoine Thomas. Savike Morton lifts it over nicely. Throwing for Mona. Excelsior win a free kick in their own 18-yard box. Here's Terrence Williams. Ball forward. Whittle did pull down Kimani Scott. Kessler Anderson ignoring Scott's pleas. Ball forward. Morton. Carlton Brown now. Thinking of a shot, you know. Kishane Gordon kept it alive. Jamari Gordon had to do a lot of work. The header on, off target from Carlton Brown. Excelsior in 6s and 7s. Kishane Gordon had so much time to keep that one alive. And they're smelling blood. And Excelsior still hanging their heads after going 3-1 down early in the second half.
Yeah, it's just Mona being first to every second ball. Excelsior really sleeping at the back, allowing Kishane Gordon to get to that pass untouched. Kept it in. And Jamari Gordon, his best efforts, yes. But Carlton Brown, I'm sure, is kicking himself that he didn't place that header on target.
Remind you to download the Sportsmax app. It's on the Google Play or the App Store. World of content available on the app. Downloads are free. And the content is priceless. Under half an hour left in this Walker Cup final. The second final of the 2024 schoolboy football season. Mona 3-1 over Excelsior at the moment.
Did mention before that Jamaica College would have won the Manning Cup in 2022 and then followed that up with a Walker Cup win in 2023. Not the prize that they would have wanted to win, but it's very good to see that when a reigning champion is knocked out of the competition that they held the crown for, that they can follow that up really well and still persist and compete in the Walker Cup.
As they tried to thread that one through, was cut out. Antoine Thomas. Savike Morton goes for the shot, wide of the mark.
And you can look at how high the line is for Mona, how many players they're dedicating to attack as well. Almost like a 4-2-4 at times, their shape.
Ball over. Dante Peralta had to head it to Raquel Edwards,
who deals with it comfortably, but yeah, just the two holding midfielders who are staying really high and close to the attack in both Swazo and Carlton Brown. Here's Swazo.
Ken Thomas not being very convincing in his clearance. Another shot wide of the mark. Jamari Gordon having to calm down Antoine Thomas. Don't think he's forgiven himself for that earlier error that gave up the second goal. Looks so unsure in his defending now.
It was almost another crucial error.
Here's a shot from distance, well wide of the mark.
Mona have really had the second half all their own way. They've been the dominant team in all aspects. Excelsior, who created so many gilt-edged goal-scoring chances in the first half, haven't been able to replicate that sort of attacking thrust. Mona, they're pressing higher. They're much more intense. There you see an example of it. They're creating chances at will, forcing Excelsior into mistakes. You can tell that they're really playing to win this trophy. And again, forcing the mistake out of the back for Excelsior as they try to play out.
They need a lift and they need it fast. Excelsior throw in for Mona. Taken well by Morton. Foul. Peralta with the delivery. Rubino Gordon there, gets the header, lays it for Kishane Gordon. He went directly at Wizard. Gordon trying to turn. Excelsior having the opportunity to break. Manro gets it to Damani Williams. Can he get by a few players? Kimani Scott had ventured offside. Disoriented Excelsior. They look in shambles, a shadow of what we saw from them in the semi-final and certainly in the first half as well. Mona looking like a team on a mission. Here's Excelsior. Prince turns Morton, releases the ball forward. Wizard can't keep it in.
Story of their half, really. Not accurate enough. As Riquelme Edwards requires attention yet again. Chance for his team to get a bit of a breather. Although the referee does tell him to get back on his feet. Kessler Anderson probably unamused. 23 minutes to go. Excelsior now here on the ball.
Horace Prince. Dump that Terrence Williams. Horace Prince pokes it forward. Rubino Gordon is there. Easily headed to Riquelme Edwards. Carlton Brown. Nice ball forward. Morton. He waited for the cavalry and they've sent it across. Kishane Gordon can't find Demarion Harris. He doesn't. And Excelsior played out. Carlton Brown picks it up, but it's won by Damani Williams. Can he find a pass forward? Lifted forward. Shadiko Wizard. Whittle with a solid defensive intervention.
Not for the first time today. Savvy K. Morton, the substitute.
Ball. Not won legally. Damani Williams overzealous with that challenge. "21 minutes left in this encounter.
Referee deemed that the ball was still in motion when that free kick was taken.
Always something he's interested in. Ball being stationary. Kessler Anderson.
Loves a Walker Cup final, doesn't he?
Apparently.
Attempted take from Kishane Gordon. Jamari Gordon taking over now.
Goes along, does Jamari Gordon. Kimani Scott bearing down.
Seems as if Riquelme Edwards would have taken him out there. Still down.
Wizard trying to get around Whittle. Still Wizard. Wizard got the shot off. Riquelme Edwards had recovered.
Kimani Scott now berating Kessler Anderson. Would love a replay of that one. Here it is again. No, this is a Wizard attempt. Here it is. Scott battling away. Did get his head to it first.
Yeah. Throwing for Mona. Mackenzie. Here's Manro. Can he find the pass forward? Cut out. Bit of scuffle between the players. Tamale Williams in the thick of things as well. Kishane Gordon trying to make light work of all of it. Here's another look at what happened. Swans are there clipping Manro. That's why the player was called back. Kimberly Scott shown a yellow card. He needs to compose himself. Ball forward. Gets the corner kick.
To be honest, he hasn't shown much composure on the field since around the 20th minute or so.
Yeah. Wizard steps across to take the corner kick. They know time is running out. Gets it to Horace Prince. Prince goes for the shot. Booted away by Robino Gordon. Throw in. Taken quickly by Excelsior. Prince again.
Savike Morton sticking to his task.
You can see where Prince didn't trust Antoine Thomas to play the cross, but here's Wizard.
Crowded out.
One back by Prince. Can he find something special? Trying to go around Dante Peralta. Wasn't successful, and the cross wasn't successful either.
And I couldn't wrap his boot around that one to curl it back into the box. Kelma Edwards requesting Isaiah Whittle to launch this one forward, and he does.
Can Wizard get possession there? No, Whittle has it for Mona. Gave it away. Terrence Williams. Not sharp on the control, but Demarin Harris found him. Free kick. Quarter of an hour left in this encounter. Can Excelsior bring something back of this one? They launch it forward. Booted away. They have a throw in. Shamari Chambers. Manro. Win another throw in. And another. Directed to throw it in the area.
It was Kimberly Scott who got there again, but once again couldn't direct his effort on target.
Quick fire goals from Mona in the second half. Gives them a comfortable lead. And here's Kishane Gordon trying to add on that. Can he get a second? Oh yes! Easy! As you like. Jamari Gordon with a howler. A voice of calm. But now, he might be subbing. Kishane Gordon isn't. He's loving this day. He's loving this final. Perhaps he isn't.
Kishane Gordon again racing through. A bit wide on the angle, but it's too easy. One goal kick, a pass, one through from Denzel McKenzie. He gets his second assist, and Jamari Gordon has to do better. Has to do better. Right under him. Oh my. And if it wasn't certain before, it certain is now. Mona High heading to become Walker Cup champions.
Shadika Wizard had a quick word with goalkeeper Gordon. What can they make of this final 12 minutes of action? It's a mountain and a half. Damali Williams. Peralta found him. Again, there's a battle between Peralta and Damali Williams. Daniel Riley and his son Andre Riley there among the Excelsior supporters on hand. Ball forward for Manro. Can Scott get to it? Raquel Edwards beat him to it. Here's Whittle in possession for Mona. Gave it away.
Frustration growing for Excelsior and all of their players on the pitch. Shane Gordon, 2 goals and an assist since switching over to that right hand side. He has been instrumental in Mona's lead and looking like Mona's win here in the final. And it seems as if Excelsior will have to wait even further to lift a schoolboy football under 19 crown again. "16 years the wait has been for the 7-time Walker Cup and 7-time Manning Cup winners. And Kingston College and St. George's College won't have to worry about their Walker Cup record getting a bit tighter. Both of those schools comfortable on 9.
Raquel Edwards needing treatment. Get ready for the SportsMax app moment, brought to you by the SportsMax app. Kishane Gordon's first of the afternoon. Antoine Thomas really gifted him that one. And he unwrapped that gift early. Didn't need any further prompting. Wasn't waiting until 9 o'clock on Christmas morning. He rattled the net, literally. That was 2-1. That was hope. That was the Sportsmax at moment. Has gone on to score another one, Kishane Gordon. And him on the right hand has been a revelation in this matchup.
Yeah, and when you couple that with the assist that he would have gotten as well for the first goal that Mona would have scored, the equalizer, I think it makes him a clear candidate for man of the match in this one. Mona preparing a couple of changes.
Swazo being replaced by Javier Dunn. Confirmation of that change. Isaiah Whittle also among those exiting. Cameron Salesman, his replacement. Ball in the area. Jamari Gordon did just enough. Here's Williams. Doing well. First time Jaheim Jones has been brought in the action. Can't get around Ravino Gordon though.
Has cut a really lonely figure over there on the left hand side. That's Jaheim Jones.
Manro sent in the area. Kelm Edwards didn't clear. Didn't gather rather. Finally cleared, and now Excelsior trying to push forward. Nugent. Here's Wizard. Driving run from Wizard. Jaheim Jones facing the fury of Ravina Gordon. Now the substitution being made by Mona. Demarin Harris exiting the field. Javed Wallace coming on. Manro goes for the shot, forcing a save from Kelm Edwards.
One of the few times in the second half he's been called into serious action. And he leapt and tipped this one away well. Here come Mona.
Javier Dunn. Can he compound the misery of Excelsior? Can't get it in any serious position for an advantage at all. Javier Dunn with a wasted opportunity. Excelsior, they resume play quickly. Terrence Williams, he gave it away. Prince, Williams. Another change. Tenza McKenzie exiting. Franklin Mitchum, number 18, he enters the field. Ball over the top. Kimali Scott can't control Robino Gordon. Played it out for a throw.
Time ticking away now on this game, on the Walker Cup on a whole. Excelsior will have a free kick around 27-28 yards out. They will need this one to go in if they have any chance to spark a comeback in this one.
Kelme Edwards requiring treatment in his goal. Finally back to his feet. Well, kudos to the Excelsior supporters in the National Stadium. In some other jurisdictions, the supporters would have already marched out of the stadium.
Yeah, they came to support and they have done it well. Let's see if Excelsior can give them something else to celebrate here. It's going to be Manro to take this attempt, it looks like.
Did have a good shot from outside the area, forcing a save from Kelme Edwards. Manro over the top. Keon Broderick will have to wait to lift silverware with Excelsior. And Kishane Gordon, the man of the match elect, has done so much to thwart his attempts. Here's Gordon turning on the style. Excelsior, they got it back. Can't bring it much further though. Carlton Brown, Mitcham, Robino Gordon. Call him it is. Wins a throw. Mitcham straight to the keeper. We're into the first of 3 minutes added to the 90. Manro on the ball. Brought down by Carlton Brown. Excelsior taking it fast. Fouled again. Jaheim Jones gets it back to Kimali Scott. Wizada wide. Miserably in front of goal. Excelsior's story in the entire match.
And in the second half, they haven't been able to create enough clear-cut chances. Shane Gordon looking to race through again, thwarted on this occasion. But his 2 goals and his assist have been enough for Mona. They're headed to their second title at under 19 level in schoolboy football. And they're headed to their very first Walker Cup crown, a year on from winning their very first Manning Cup title.
Here's Prince. Prince from distance. Goal kick. Final minute of the 3. Mona. They're getting so used to lifting trophies at the under 19 level. In 2022, Craig Butler spoke of the system. And the semi-final of the Manning Cup, it was system failure. In 2023, they had a reboot, and version 2.0 resulted in a triumph. Well, perhaps a beta version, this one. And Mona, with Craig Butler's system, will get ready to hoist the Walker Cup. That's the final whistle. Systematic success for Mona and for that man. Heartbreak, sorrow, misery, disappointment, all mingled together for Excelsior. They share kind words with the Mona players. Keon Broderick settled in his emotions as well. But Mona, they have done what they needed to do. And a host of Excelsior supporters, including that man, Walter Blacker Boyd, will only wonder when they'll be able to lift another crown at the under 19 level. But there's no waiting, there's no wondering for Mona, for Craig Butler's men. They're getting quite used to this, and they certainly will not mind. Mona, the champions of the Walker Cup for 2024. He opened the scoring for Excelsior, but after his brilliance, there was so much faulty finishing from Kimani Scott, the 29-goal man. He didn't bring his tally over the magical number 30. Shane Gordon turned up with a masterclass. Excelsior 1, Mona 4. Mona, the Walker Cup champions for 2024. Full match highlights. Excelsior getting the better opportunities early in the first half. Kimani Scott, he headed that one over the top at the back post. Ball forward. Kimani Scott went after it. Robina Gordon wasn't able to clear well. Damani Williams didn't need an invitation to shoot into the back of the net. That was the 12th minute. First goal for Excelsior. It would be their only goal. Another look at the strike. Yeah. Off both uprights. But there's a favorable spin on the ball, guiding it behind the goal line. Excelsior, the Eagles were flying at that moment. Keon Broderick with hope. They had more opportunities. but Mona also pushed numbers forward. Excelsior had some glorious opportunities. Kimberly Scott, you expected more from him. He wasn't plugged in today at all. Look at the run of Shadika Wizard. Look at the lovely delivery. And that first touch. Kimberly Scott again. Way over the top. Well, when you don't score, you pay. And Kishane Gordon drove forward. Played it back to Carlton Brown. First time finish. That's 1-all. Easy does it for Kishane Gordon. A solid finish, you know. And that's how you do the business. That's another look at it. Close of the first half. That ball fell sweetly for Wizard. Wide of the mark again. It was a miserable half, but the misery would only be compounded. Ball forward, not dealt with by Antoine Thomas. Kishane Gordon said, hi, bye-bye. Literally rattling the net. Kishane Gordon with his first of the afternoon in the Walker Cup final. A smart finish. Jamari Gordon beaten. Yeah, smart finish. Hope in sight. 3 minutes later, header, Marlon Cunningham on target. In the blink of an eye, Mona were headed to the title. Goals 3 minutes apart. Putting Craig Butler's men in pole position. Ball forward from the goal kick. Denzel McKenzie through for Kishane Gordon. Jamari Gordon needed a better. He needed a save. He needed a better attempt. It was poor from him, but it was a fine finish. Got the laces behind that one, Kishane Gordon. Into the back of the net. His second goal to go with an assist. A true man of the match performance from Kishane Gordon. Keon Broderick knew at that time it was over. He said it was over at the end of 90 plus 3 minutes. The Walker Cup final for 2024. Full-time match stats. 7 shots on target from 12 attempts for Excelsior. 8 from 12 for Mona. 9 fouls, producing 2 yellow cards, 1 on either side, no red cards, 2 offsides to Excelsior. Corner split 2 apiece. Mona dominating possession, 56%, 4-1. They are the champions. We go to the man of the match downstairs.
Yeah, thank you, Dean. Of course, the KC Big D man of the match, Kishane Gordon. You can hold on to that trophy. Tell me about your 2 goals. How do you feel about scoring them for Mona High?
Well, it's a pleasure to represent the Mona High School team. Thanks to the coaching staff. My coach who motivated me a lot to go harder. Yeah.
Delivering another title for Mona, first Walker Cup, creating more history. You must be very happy about that as a player.
Yes, I'm very excited about how we come out here and give the fans what they needed and come out victorious.
Yeah, well, congratulations to you, Kishane. You can go back and celebrate with your team.
Thank you.
All right. Yeah, let me have a chat now. Of course, that's Kishane Gordon there, the man of the match, KC Big D man of the match. Time to talk to Coach Keon Broderick now of Excelsior. Coach, after going up early, you would have expected that your team could have given a better fight, but some would say it was mostly the defensive errors that caused you this victory. How would you agree with that?
Definitely, the defensive errors would have cost us dearly. When you make mistakes against a team with the quality in the attacking third, like this Mona team, they will come back to haunt you. I must say, though, credit must be given to the boys in what they would have displayed throughout the season. We, as a program, we are basically in a restructuring phase, you understand me? And we were able to move to a finals of the competition, and credit must be given to the entire program, from the management staff to the coaches to the players. They would have done well moving to a finals in this competition.
Yeah, and just about that system that structure that you are, of course, building on, can we see more from Excelsior, or how much more should we expect to see from Excelsior come next season?
Definitely, adversity builds character, and this defeat will serve as good lesson for them moving forward. When you look at the dynamics of the team, we are going to lose only 5 players. The front line is basically coming back next year, and one of our strongest areas would have been the front line. We would have scored more than probably up to 70 goals this season, and so that is a good sign moving forward. One of the things that we are going to look forward to is to strengthen the back line. We should be able to get stronger. As I said before, the lessons that we learned today, they should prove good moving forward.
Yeah, all right, Coach. Thank you so much, and commiserations on this loss.
Yeah, man, thank you.
Yeah, that was the coach of Excelsior High School, Keon Boydre. Time now to talk to the coaching staff of Mona High, led by their technical director, Craig Butler. Kyle, could you step forward? Let me ask you the first question. How does it feel to deliver yet another trophy for Mona High?
I'm elated, I'm happy, I'm very proud of the boys giving the school another trophy that they didn't win in history. And it's just really proud that we're a part of history, and nobody else can say that they were the first. We're the first.
Let me get your reactions, Coach Peralto. You did, the last time we spoke, say that despite it not being the trophy you wanted this season, you will go after this one. I know that you've won it. How do you feel?
Yeah, because what happens is a lot of the boys this year, it's their last year. So they wanted to walk away with something, not just that they participated. So they were definitely want to show their class. And I think we did today. I mean, the scoreline will tell you that we did the job that they were supposed to do. If we had done this, we should have been where we wanted to be. But like I said, you make do with what you have. So they took their chances today.
Craig, you have stepped away officially from the schoolboy football platform. You said you will give over to your coaching staff, but when you look back at the time that you've had with them and in schoolboy football, how would you sum it up?
I think it has been great. I think it's good for development. I think that not just Mona, but the entire school system has sought to develop versus more development had to go on versus recruitment. A lot more professionalism into how they dealt with the programs. And I'm just proud and happy that I could have shared this with Mona, and that we have a team that's going to continue to do it. Looking at everybody that's here, I'm so grateful for all the staff that we have. We could not have done it without these two guys on the end here, or Physio and Masseuse, Mr. Butler and Jared, and the rest of the team, Casey, Falco, all of us, Blacks, everybody, Ricardo, Martin, Kyle Butler, Dave Peralto, Sluggy, and everyone, Shelley Peralto, the whole team, the Mrs. Griffiths, everybody at the school has been good for us. It's been good for the growth of football, and I believe that now, moving on, I didn't even realize we would have been in the Walker Cup. So now that I realize, we win, I'm happy to just let them do their job and continue to develop good young footballers. And I think what's important, and a message that needs to go out, is this: football is the highest paid profession legally in the world. And therefore we need to start looking at supporting young professional footballers' aspirations rather than saying football is an extracurricular activity in school. You have people, if a fish is a good swimmer, a monkey is a good climber. But if you grade a monkey on how well he swims, or a fish on how well he climbs, he'll always fail. So we need to respect the fact that young footballers need to do subjects to support their chosen professional career of football and allow them the time that they need to develop. The rest of the world is training twice a day. So let's do it.
That's a good point there, Coach. Thank you so much. Congratulations to your coaching staff, and you can go over now and get your trophy.
Always a mouthful from Craig Butler, and he made some good points there. And when you win, you get the right to make such pronouncements.
Yo, Issa, how schoolboy football look this season? People, them ready, you know. Alright then.